First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry now. This is Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On second down, Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. J.J. Watt.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the ground, this is Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Play fake, Brissett. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, and he's going to make a play for me. I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Time keeps moving.
A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Brought down at the 15. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Flushed out right. The back judge right there to say incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try.
A 31-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Julian O'Connor just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
And that'll be incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From Keenan out. Allen, 82 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
Buccaneers 7, Saints 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Saints 3.
From the 31, Brissett, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Brissett. As he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 32 on the play.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Second and 5 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Complete to Zach.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Fourth down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. The fullback wide. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go play action with Brissett. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
At the 34-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon.
It's rare you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now Roethlisberger. The 20. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Give to the fullback. This is 1. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Saints 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch. Take the hit and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
Set to kick off.
Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Going deep here for Allen. And this still will be intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even. Farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Good set, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints are back within a score.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Kamale Correa. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. This one to his tight end out on the right side. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind you.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alden Smith, the former number 7 pick, gets the sack. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? Is that what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle, because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Brissett to throw on 1st. Taylor brings it in over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
3rd and short yardage, Brissett. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the 2nd half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Set on 1st down. That's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that. 2nd down.
Will Fuller, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Brissett. That is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. Another down, baby. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play fake. Mariota. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they let this run upfield across the so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
They go play action. Mariota. He's letting this one go for 4. And he'll go all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Parker, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And his throw here is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Going for the deep ball. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 14. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. Nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Breida. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On play action, Mariota. And he gets it to Funches complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. And the heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up on the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the Saints' 31-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Lewis. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Going for it all. And incomplete, almost intercepted. And a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Mariota. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.